Don't it feel good, my boy?
It sure
It
does.
it's just the Vols get back on track, man. It's really that simple. Tennessee gets back on track, 66-24. We were both way off in score predictions. Y'all, we got a slight surprise for you too. But it's the next day. You already know what it is, baby. It's straight up Tennessee. Let's go.
It's the Northander, sets the race onto the field. The Violets will be boring the giant sea that stretches from that north end ground on a cold day, becoming Glendale as the big orange sets the race on the Geo Buskins field, ladies and gentlemen, and wherever you are.
Yo,
Yes,
what
sir.
it do, everybody, and welcome to Straight Up Tennessee. You already know what it is, man. Tennessee takes care of business. Yesterday was 66-24. Interesting fact, Turner. Do you know what the score was last year against Missouri?
58 to, I don't know.
62-24.
Hey, we put more on. Hey, Joe Milton come in there at the end of the game throwing bombs.
Dude, Joe is different, bro. Okay. Like everybody, I'm just telling y'all right now. Listen, I love Nico Iamaleava. This is Joe's job to lose.
It really is.
Bro.
1000%.
Dude, there's nothing in my mind that tells me Joe Milton is not the starter next year, bro. Like bro, it's not like he's come in any game he's come in, it's been like, wow, Joe.
Bro, he went 3 for 3, 105 yards and a touchdown tonight. Or
This
yesterday.
man did better than my banana eating, mayonnaise in your coffee drinking Will Levis play 4
Yeah.
quarters. Joe Milton has a better stat line than him in two drives. Joe's special, dude. He's special.
I do think it was a good bounce back game. I think that this game showed us that we can put a loss like Georgia behind us.
Yeah.
And just show up and show out.
Dude, it's so funny too because I'm in a Vols text with a bunch of guys, and dude, people in the text like freaking out. The defenses have figured out our offense. They've just figured it out. I'm sitting here like, y'all, it's the first quarter. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
Yeah.
defense. Oh, Georgia put it on tape. Now we're screwed. We're screwed. I'm just like, come on, y'all. Wake up. Like, do you really believe Georgia could stop us? We left touchdowns on the field because we weren't connecting. Everybody, even SEC Nation yesterday, talked about the Tennessee and Georgia game. They talked about the flow of the game, how Georgia was able to disrupt some things, and they were. However, that if Jalen and Hendon connect on that first deep ball against Georgia, it's a complete different game, bro.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm.
I mean, that game's completely different. And because we missed that one, it got right here in people's head. It got right in their head, and they were like, oh my gosh, like we are human a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So but yeah, y'all, I think everybody that's worried, breathe again, okay? This is real life. Let me explain something. This college football, these kids, they are real humans, okay?
Mm-hmm.
They ain't Madden. You see what I'm saying? Like when you get on Madden and you win 84-27, okay, that's Madden. That ain't the real people. So understand, like it's not gonna be video game numbers. However,
66 to 24 is
we did some video games today, but I'm just saying, like when people are like the defense, the defenses have picked up on our offense. It's like no, that's not true.
Missouri's defense isn't bad.
That's what they said about Georgia or about Kentucky too.
Yeah, and I mean,
and we cooked them too.
Man, you know what our it factor is for
What?
our offense to get moving? If we can establish a run game bro, ain't nobody in the country gonna stop us. I mean,
No.
look, we came out first half. We really didn't have a rush game, just
I don't
throwing
think,
it
but we
everywhere.
didn't even try.
No, and then we come out second half with Samson in the game. We'll talk about Samson here in a minute, and we got that running game going. Ever since Samson got that big run, it was like, hey,
I would love to
it's
see
game over.
I would love to see the differentiation. I can't say that word.
Don't even.
It's a
ask
good
me.
word, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. Different. I don't know. I can't say it. I can't say it. But basically, I want to know from first half to second half, what was the rushing attempt number? Like, I feel like in the first half, we
Yeah.
might have rushed it less than 11 times. I'm not even kidding.
And probably 5 of those 11 was Hendon Hooker.
Yep. And let's talk about this real quick, and then we're gonna jump into something that's really just exciting. What's wrong with the offensive line?
Man, I was wondering that early, but I mean, at the same time, man, I know it's Missouri, but Missouri's pass rush was not bad. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, their pass rush is pretty decent, but I don't know what's happened. I don't know. I noticed Mincy and Crawford rotating a lot today.
It never felt like they were in a rhythm. Like,
No.
but then also on top of that, it was just like, somebody asked that to me today. Like, what's wrong with the O-line? Like, why are we getting so much pressure on Hendon? And I sat here and I really thought about it. I was like, okay, why would this happen? And then when I got that text, I was like, you know what? Let me watch them. Like, let me watch them for a drive. Like, I wasn't even watching the ball. I'm just watching the O-line. They just look beat up. Like, Georgia beat them up. Okay.
Mhm.
Like, they just looked beat. Like, that was no ifs, ands, or buts. It's like the way they came hiking the ball and uncharacteristic. Like, our O-line, we don't get called for holding a lot.
Mm-mm.
So, like, seeing a bunch of holds, that's how you know tired, like lazy. You can even say lazy. Like, I'm like, okay, they're just not firing off the football like they normally would, and I think they're just all a little beat up, and that's not good. And we need them to get that ready and rocking, because next weekend, man, huge game.
It is. I agree. And I don't know. Maybe a part of that is teams that play us, man. They try to get pressure to Hendon. I mean, if I'm a fan of a different team and I'm an outsider, I'm going into the Tennessee game and saying, "Hey, we need to get pressure on Hooker."
Yeah, that's the biggest. I mean, you have to. If you want a chance, you have to.
And I mean, there's a big difference from hitting the lineman in front of you than hitting a linebacker that's 5 yards off the ball running dead sprint at you.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I just tell you something really quickly? I don't know if you got to see this. This is kind of left field a little bit. South Carolina got absolutely destroyed by Florida. Did you see the score?
No, I didn't. I ain't even gonna lie. What was it?
South Carolina got beat 38-6.
Dang, by Florida.
By Florida. Now,
Spencer
it was in the
Rattler
swamp,
ain't it.
but at the same time, they got beat by 30.
Also, how about the home team, Vandy, taking down Kentucky?
I ain't saying no home team. What you talking about? Little sister. Little sister took down Kentucky. You know what I'm saying?
In Kentucky.
Y'all, man, this is a perfect time, man. Like, comment, subscribe, join the channel. Go ahead and click the bell notification so you never miss a show. Listen, y'all, we've been saying for so long, just the merch store. Oh, straight up Tennessee Sporting Goods. Turner, show them what you got on, Brody. Show the y'all. That joint say straight up Tennessee with the TN running straight through it. That's just one of the pieces, man. We got that same hoodie right there in gray. Man, we got a few t-shirts. Y'all, listen, this week our store will be opening. So you will be able to go. I think it's going to be www.companycasuals.com/straight-up-TN. So you are going to be able to get on the website and purchase some things, man. We're gonna put some posts out on our Instagram. So if you're not following us on Instagram, first of all, what are you doing? Follow us on Insta at Straight Up Tennessee. We'll send you some stuff, man. We'll put a post out eventually of all the pieces, and also just thanking our friends and our honestly just they become family over at Tennessee Sporting Goods, man. Tennessee Sporting Goods is a local staple in Knoxville, Tennessee. And why we're so excited is they are the sole provider of all of our Straight Up Tennessee merchandise. So the hoodie Turner has on, you're going to be able to get t-shirts that are fire. You're going to be able to get. And it's all thanks to Tennessee Sporting Goods and just our partnership together. They are the sole provider of all of those items for us, and they can do the same thing for you and your family. If you're looking for Letterman's jackets, uniforms, sports uniforms, cheerleading outfits, chin straps, basketballs, footballs, baseball bats, like gloves, anything that you may need, Tennessee Sporting Goods is the place to go. Located at 4817 North Broadway in the heart of Fountain City. Man, they have served this city so well for such a long time. You don't believe me? Give them a call at 865-688-5454. Ask for my man Taylor. Ask for Jared. Ask for Melody. They will take great care of you. So y'all, the store opening. You hear me? Man, when Turner showed me them junts yesterday, I was like, I can't wait to do. I said, I can't wait to do the show. But then he also was like, I'm wearing mine. I was like,
I'm wearing mine.
I'm wearing mine in the store at the show. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm gonna wear my dingy old Vols shirt. You hear me?
That's okay.
It's all good. I'm gonna get my stuff here in a week. I'm getting mine.
Absolutely.
But y'all, man, we're so excited just in this new season, man. Y'all been rocking with us since we started. I mean, I think we're what, like 30 something episodes in, like before we even got the podcast on Apple and Spotify. Like we was doing this, bruh, like with the Zoom with the AirPods, like we was doo-doo. Y'all been rocking with us, man, and we're climbing to 450 subscribers, man. So if y'all love Tennessee, if you love everything from the Vols to the Grizzlies, baby, we're gonna start talking basketball. I mean, we got a lot of things to talk about. Tennessee, depending on what time you're watching this, Tennessee basketball actually has a game today at 1:00 at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, Tennessee. I'll actually be up in that thing. We'll talk a little bit about this game and the results of it on our Who is South Carolina. This week is loaded, bro. Like it's another week. Like South Carolina absolutely got demolished by Florida. And so now you look at this game like, is South Carolina for real or like what is it? So I definitely need to go back and watch that game and see like what was the flow of the game. Like, was it just that bad?
Yeah.
Or, I really got to see that. So
yeah.
Turner, man, let's talk about what happened yesterday.
Man, 724 yards of offense. New school record. I mean, that's unbelievable.
724, bro. Like,
that's a lot. Like you say it ain't Madden. That's Madden,
bro.
That's Madden. Like
Hendon was
on a whole other level.
Hendon was 25 of 35 for 355, 3 scores, no picks, 1 rushing touchdown. I think he had 50 on the ground. There's no way right now. Somebody send this to the person that needs to hear the sound of my voice right now. Just take this clip. Hendon Hooker should win the Heisman, bro. I'm sorry. Like, I don't care. How is it that Hendon Hooker and CJ Stroud have a bad game on the same day? And the only thing that separates the two is 1 win and 1 loss.
That's it.
And Hendon honestly had better numbers.
He did, man. And Dude, I mean, you sit here and look at that today, man. I mean, he averaged 10.1 yards a pass.
Dude, I mean,
QB rating 90.3. I mean,
he
gosh,
killed, bro. He killed all day.
he did. Even outside the pocket, man. Half those runs, one of them was a design run that I can remember off the top of my head. The little option right there. He faked the option, and he had that long run.
Yes. Okay. Yep. I remember that. Yep.
But I think that was it. The other one, he just got out of the pocket, which was a great run early in the game.
Yeah.
Extending the play.
CJ Stroud's numbers yesterday he was 17 of 28 for 297 and 5 touchdowns.
And see, back to Hendon Hooker, man, you got to think. He had 355. Jalen Hyatt catches those 2 balls that he just drops.
400.
Yeah.
He would have had 400 because that one, the slant that was wide open, he
Yes.
just was like, he was ready to take off, bro. He was
Oh.
so ready to go. Oh, both of them he was. Really, it was the same route, it felt like.
It still amazes me how we get Jalen Hyatt so open on some plays.
The 68-yard touchdown was just genius.
Oh,
Literally,
my gosh.
when the play started, I had no idea Hyatt was hiding behind there.
I didn't either.
I was like, here he comes, just running wide open. And like, it's one of those things where this is when you can tell about growth and development again as well too. So you watch that play develop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hendon Hooker's development is why that play works so well. Let me explain. It's a simple wheel route out of the backfield. They're hiding Jalen Hyatt behind 2 tight ends over there. I think it was Brew. Brew and Jacob Warren are on the same side. And then Jalen Hyatt's just kind of ducked down in like a Z-back kind of stance. And Hendon Hooker, as that play's developing, last year, Hendon Hooker waits till Hyatt's about 30 more yards down the field and then just tries it as far as he could. This year, the developmental side and just the IQ, he's like, let me just give it to him. He literally threw a 15-yard pass.
That's it.
Hyatt took that thing. You see what I'm saying? Last year, though, he tries to wait and just launch that thing.
Bro, I don't know if you could see this on TV, but it was early in the game. I think it was like it was the first drive. We were in a screen. Brew McCoy absolutely pancaked his guy. I mean,
Brew's different.
I mean, he pancaked his dude on his back on that screen. Drove him literally about 10 yards back. Hey, Brew's getting a lot of targets.
He needs them, bro. He is, when he has the ball in his hands, you're just like, what's he gonna do next? Like, he's so strong. He's not slow. Like
that might have been the worst missed pass interference call I've ever seen in my life on Brew McCoy. Just being honest, man.
He tackled him. He tackled him, bro.
Speaking of tackling, on the whole thing about Hendon Hooker would have had over 400 if who was it that got tackled? Had him beat. Was it Hyatt? Hyatt got tackled. They literally tackled Hyatt.
Yeah. But Ramel Keaton was there as well. They were both going to be wide open.
Yeah, Ramel Keaton he broke off his route and about caught it still.
Yeah, and that was about a 40-yard banger. Yeah, man. We talked a little bit about this offline, but Princeton Fant is paving his way to an NFL career right now.
He's gonna be a fantastic fullback,
dude. He gets open. He's finally like not just being out there just with flabber hands, like he's catching the football.
He's a great catch in the end zone. Great catch in the end zone.
Bro. I mean, just awareness of where he was. I love that he was like, let me just fall down because I know if I try to stand up, they're going to try to push me out of bounds.
Well, it honestly took me by surprise because it was on the opposite end zone of where we're sitting, so it's a good ways away. And goes up and gets it. I'm like, oh, yeah, nice catch, Keaton. And he gets up, and it's P. Fant, and I'm like, okay, P. Fant.
Yeah,
okay,
P. Fant. yeah, P. Dog. Let's talk about Dylan Sampson, brother.
Dude, I think Dylan Sampson, we kind of talked about this offline too. If he can figure out pass pro, he will be a major, major, major it factor in this offense next year.
He's
I
got
mean,
to figure that out though. He got dude, I'll never be able to repay him for two things. Number one, when the defensive back from LSU came untouched and absolutely obliterated Hendon. I can never forgive him for that. And then last week at Georgia, when it's like, I mean, money downs, like we're driving the ball, literally driving the ball. Sampson misses again and gets Hendon absolutely killed again. And it's like, Dylan, you are so dynamic with the football. Block, bro. Just figure it out. Figure it out, man. Don't be scared. Hit them in their kneecaps every freaking time if you have
yeah,
to.
yeah, dude. I mean, he just something about it when he gets the ball in his hands, man. And you asked me this. You asked me this on the phone earlier. You're like, dude, is he really that fast? Because he looks like he was moving on TV,
Yeah.
bro. Unbelievable. And I think the fact that he's like a smaller back, I kind of told you this. I think his acceleration is so good, and he hits the hole hard. He don't need much. He gets through
Right.
there so fast, and he's such a smaller back. My
He just
gosh,
makes it happen.
because if you honestly with our running backs, if they can get through the line and make it to that next level, I mean it's because the thing about it is in our offense, our receivers are so deep down the field. If they can make it past those linebackers, it's open field, and we seen
Yeah.
that today.
Yeah. And not only are they so deep down the field, they're spread out to the sideline. So
Yeah.
if we got a guy like Dylan Sampson or anybody that's coming in next year, and you can get a seam, game over.
Man, I just think he's gonna be, and you kind of said it. I think he's like kind of like a Kamara type deal.
They run. The way they run is identical.
Yeah, I mean he had 8 carries for 98 yards, average 12.3 a carry. That's pretty good,
Bro, that's not pretty good, bro. That's unbelievable.
I mean you look at Jabari Small, 9 carries, 54 yards. That's 6 yards a carry.
Yeah.
Jalen Wright, 11 for 51,
Yeah.
4.6 a carry. I mean,
He's gonna be a problem too, bro.
I agree.
He's just so he is. And dude, you can't tell me he's not gonna put on another 5 to 8 to 10 maybe pounds.
Mhm.
He's
Yeah.
gonna be a lot like Tyon was. I feel like.
Mm-hmm. And man, I don't know. I think we were just firing on all cylinders today, man. And we did kind of struggle with stopping Cook, their quarterback.
It's like we haven't struggled with that all dang year.
I know.
I don't know
And
if it was just one thing that we were like, we didn't account for this, or if it was more of he just made plays, I don't really know, to be honest.
yeah,
But
man, I'm gonna ask you a question. You kind of hinted this to me yesterday.
what's that?
Talk a little bit about Cedric Tillman.
Yeah, if you guys haven't had the opportunity, I would 100% go back and listen to Josh Heupel's press conference from last night after the game. It was just first of all, just how highly he spoke of his team, how highly he spoke of Hendon. Almost cried when he talked about Hendon Hooker, bro. Like it just brought so much joy to me. I was just like, dude, they really mess with each other, like they love each other. And he mentions someone asked a question about Cedric Tillman. And I had to double check with you, but Cedric Tillman came out for warmed up. I mean, he looked fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks fine. I mean, doing his thing, runs out for senior day, full pads, doing his thing as well, and then comes back out of the tunnel when the game starts in street clothes. And everybody, the whole game, I'm sure, is just freaking out. Well, Josh Heupel in his press conference gets asked about Cedric Tillman. Hey, notice Cedric Tillman didn't get to go. What's going on with that? Josh Heupel's response is one to be kind of, huh? Like you just leave you scratching your head afterwards. He says, "Oh, talked to Ced, and he just didn't feel like this was one he had to go in or needed to go in. That's not the correct verbiage 100%, but just go listen to it. But he says something around that. But he also mentions and says nothing's wrong with the ankle. He just didn't go today, and he'll be ready for next week. And I'm just like, are we trying to medically redshirt him? Like,
I
I
mean,
start thinking like, why? What's the deal?
yeah,
So
no, I mean, I don't. Would you say you got to play to medical red shirt? I mean, technically he could still come back because he's a red shirt senior.
right.
But if he did do that, what is you said he
I
got five games?
It's 4 or 5, but I'm pretty sure it's 5. Pretty sure it's 5.
Yeah, man. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, and we kind of talked about it too. I mean, Jalen Hyatt broke 1,000 yards today.
Hyatt gone, bro.
I mean, at the beginning of the season, I was like, okay, we got this dude for 2 more years, and then just the season he's had today, man, it's almost. And we've still got 2 games left, and they're real. And 3
You really
games,
got at least 3 games,
at least
right?
3 games, and yeah, and I mean, you're sitting here. He's already at 1,000 yards, and like. Not overlooking the 2 teams that we're playing, but he should be able to put up some numbers against South Carolina and Vandy.
Yeah.
And I think it's too good of a standout year for him not to go.
And I'll say this too, man. You think Jalen Hyatt ain't gonna be ready to play this week? He's from Columbia, South
Yeah.
Carolina.
Yeah.
He is going to be ready to play. Said on the Vol Confidential podcast with Austin Price. Shout out to UAP. But he said on there, he's excited. He won a state championship every year at his high school, and they played at Williams-Brice. Jalen Hyatt has been and grown up in Williams-Brice, being a South Carolina fan growing up. He was like, man, I've told all the boys, like, I'm just I can't wait for y'all to experience it. And it's a night game. He said, I can't wait for y'all to experience the environment, blah, blah, blah. And Jalen Hyatt said, but let me let you know, like, I'm gonna be ready to play. So
Yeah.
he knows all about that stadium. He know all about that grass.
Yeah.
So
Hey, man, I'm just sitting here thinking about the game, man. If we're being honest, I mean, it's a very clean game in the aspect of turnovers, but we should have had 2 picks. Turnage
and
had a
it was
pick.
it was both turnage.
I mean, we talked about it last week. I've talked about him all year. I am so glad Brandon Turnage has finally figured it out.
Yeah. And claps to Willie Martinez for not switching the rotation. He's got guys that are playing very good, and he ain't changed it.
Christian Charles went in for a couple plays and came out hurt.
I didn't even see him again. Yeah. He shouldn't have probably even been on the field.
Kamal Habbins in street clothes.
Yep. Keep him off too, man. Like, heal up, dude. Like, we're gonna need you, right? Like, what we know is after our game here in 2 weeks, we're gonna have some time to chill.
Yeah. I mean, okay, it's kind of not really getting off topic, but kind of getting off topic. I guess this is kind of a question to you too. I'm gonna state mine. In my eyes, I think we proved today that we are the number 4 team, if not better, in the nation. I mean, I agree. And I mean, I don't know, man.
For everybody listening on Apple, I put up the number 2. We're the number 2 team in the country.
I agree, man. And you sit here and you go back to the Georgia game because it's our loss, but I told you today, Georgia's a great football team, fantastic football team, the best football team we've played all year. but Georgia stepped up, and they played their best game that they've played all season against the Tennessee Volunteers.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So I'm going to say yes. We put on film that we are one of the top 4 best teams in the country. In my eyes, we should be number 2. However, it's all going to play itself out, bro. And that is what I'm leaning my hat on, is letting it play out. And even with one loss, and that one loss being to the number 1 team in the country, I think it's all going to play out. And best case scenario, when this thing is all said and done, Tennessee somehow gets to number 3 and won't have to see Georgia till a natty.
Man, that'd be ideal.
Bro, that would be... I just got goosebumps. Literally, like, oh my gosh. Ooh, well, I sell everything I had.
LSU about pissed away their season today.
They sure did. Everybody knows they ain't that nice, bro. Everybody knows they ain't that nice.
I'm not trying to talk about another game, like another team, but you go back. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The reason we beat LSU so bad is because we stopped Jaden Daniels in the rushing game. The Arkansas LSU game today. LSU won 13-10. Jaden Daniels, 8 for 15 for 86 yards in the air. Okay. Rushing, 19 attempts for 10 yards. You shut Jaden Daniels down in the run game, it's over.
Yeah, they can't do anything. That's all you got to do. Stop him, and then it's over with. Period.
Yep.
Period. Y'all, man, we got a loaded week. This week is going to be incredible. We got Who is South Carolina coming up on Tuesday. Obviously, the midweek chat, and then our One More Day episode. Looking to have a couple guests on the show this week. Stay tuned, man, as we continue to just update you guys. early prediction for Saturday's game, this coming against South Carolina. I don't know if they've even solidified if it's at 7 or 7:30 on ESPN or SEC Network. I guess we'll figure that out before the episode on Tuesday. But early predictions, Turner, what you thinking?
Early predictions, man. I think we come out and I think we show out. I'm gonna say 52 to. I don't think their offense is it. I really don't. I mean, I think it's 52-13. I think it's another blowout game.
Man, I'm going to go conservative. I'm going to go 40-13. Same score as LSU. 40-41-13. That's going to change. I'm letting you know as well right now. Early in the week, you got to go to Williams-Brice. That place is lit, bro. I ain't going to cap. That place is litty. So
it is.
So yeah, I think it's gonna be a good game. But y'all, man, thanks for joining us for the next day. Hey, Tennessee bounces back for all the haters. We welcome you now. The chat is open. Y'all be blessed. What's up?
I do have a question for you. We didn't answer this. We always answer this in the next day.
Oh, what's up?
Who's your player of the game? Offense, defense?
Oh man, defensively. Tyler Barron, bro. He was everywhere today. He was everywhere yesterday, bro. I really loved watching him play. He made some plays, and I'm like, okay, maybe this week against South Carolina is when, like, it clicks for him. Offensively, Brew McCoy. It's easy.
Okay.
Easy. Brew McCoy. I mean, bro, I wish that Brew was he's not meant to be this explosive play guy. He's consistent.
Yeah.
He's just a consistent guy. So I loved getting him some targets and getting him some catches early in this game. So what about you?
Defense, I'm going to say B. Turnage. I'm going to say Turnage on defense.
He locked them up.
He did. He did good on defense. Offense?
You going to say Dylan Sampson?
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Nope. I mean, you should know who I'm going to say.
Come on, you can't say Hendon again.
I'm going to say Hendon. But
Joe Milton is mine. Joe Milton.
if I had to say somebody else besides Hendon Hooker, I'm gonna say Dylan Sampson, bro.
Yeah, he just showed you something today. He showed you what he showed you what we heard about all fall camp. That's what he did.
And it literally just confirms that the only reason he don't see the field more is because
he can't block.
He can't block.
That's it.
That's it.
Hey, y'all, man. We love y'all. Thank you for the support. Like, comment, share this thing. Apple, Spotify, Anchor, wherever you're listening, man. Share the podcast. Get it into the hands of people who also will rock with Straight Up Tennessee. Thank you again for the love and support. And we'll see you on Tuesday. For my boy Turner, it's your boy Ruck. And it's Straight Up Tennessee, baby.